Good morning. It's Saturday, just after 10 o'clock in the morning, and I started going through some of my footage I shot this week to find out what I did to show you guys in this vlog. I guess maybe a couple weeks ago, I was invited, actually probably 4 weeks ago, I was invited to be a part of a Tim Hortons brand new dark roast remake. They're remaking the dark roast that they started back in 2015, 2017.
Really, Ken? Please, tell me more. I'm so excited for you. Meanwhile, Ken is probably trying to hide the excitement because he feels so super amazing and cool because he was invited to something that very few people would get to be a part of. Ooh, big deal. Trying some coffee slightly before other people get it nationally.
And they wanted to make it even better. I guess all the customers who were drinking the dark roast said they wanted it to be more bold or whatever. And so they sent me out an invitation and said, would you like to be part of a virtual taste test? And I'm like, sure, why not?
Hi, I'm Ken Domik, and I love getting free shit because free shit means I didn't have to pay for it. Someone else did. Because I'm Ken Domik, and I only like to buy overpriced things that are seen as status symbols, like iPhones and iMacs and my shitty Volkswagen SUVs. Even though everyone technically really hates them, I think they're super cool and phenomenal, people.
Sounds great. So I've been there before with Corrado and to the actual plant and the tasting facility, which is really cool. But obviously they can't do that anymore because of what's going on in the world, you know.
Ken, why is it that whenever you make mention of the pandemic, you can never refer to it as the pandemic or as COVID or as coronavirus? It's always, what's going on in the world. I wonder if that has anything to do with A, the fact that you're oblivious to it all, B, you don't give a shit about it, you just wish that it would be over, C, you don't really believe that it's an actual pandemic and that you feel that it's just a conspiracy theory, but you're too cowardly to admit that to your viewers, or D, because you're afraid that if you mention it by name, you're gonna get demonetized on that video. My guess is it's probably D and a combination of maybe A and B.
And so they invited me, and I guess it was supposed to happen Thursday, and then maybe a week ago, I got a box in the mail, and it was a really nice black box with a ribbon on it and a Tim Hortons tag. And I take the ribbon off and open up the box, and inside there were two Tim Horton mugs, and let me show you them right here. So two really nice Tim Hortons mugs. There they are, right there. Thank you very much, Tim Hortons.
Man, couldn't even crack a smile for Timmy, eh? It's just, thank you very much, Tim Hortons. I'm Ken Domik, so I'm more important than you, so this is all the enthusiasm you're gonna get. Is me looking at your cup with a sourpuss look. Although, Ken, I kinda hope, or I guess I should say, if I promise to wrap the court papers that I'm gonna serve you with as soon as I get them in a nice ribbon, will you accept it without any hassle? Like, will you allow yourself to be served, sir? Please? That's all I ask, is that you, for once, make things a little simple, easy, not be cowardly.
So they're in with all my other mugs. In that black box also was some beans. And I'm like, okay, am I supposed to like grind these up on the morning of and have it ready? And maybe if I make it wrong, it's not going to taste as good. So I emailed them like the day before. And I'm like, okay, so exactly what's going to happen? And so she explained it all, and basically like 10, maybe 15 minutes before 10 o'clock Thursday morning, a car pulled up and a guy came out and he had two big boxes of coffee, one from 2015, one from 17, and one from 2021. And also with some donuts, some cookies, and it was very, very cool. And so I set it all up in my office, started the Zoom meeting, and this is how it went.
As you know, coffee is very important to us. Obviously, we are Canada's favorite coffee shop after all, and we're so excited to have John here to tell you a little bit more about and talking about how it's improved.
It was even richer, and most importantly, it had that nice, pleasant finish. Let's pick up the cup from 2015 and just bring it up close to your nose and just breathe in and smell that cup. Get as close as you can without getting your nose in the coffee. Okay.
Man, isn't this such riveting footage from Ken? Watching him stick his nose into a cup of coffee? Knowing Ken, he's probably stupid enough to actually stick his nose into the coffee, even though they said, don't get your nose in the coffee.
And then move over to the second cup, the 2021. Take your 2015 cup, bring it up close, and you want to just tilt it back slowly so that you're getting just the edge of the coffee to your lips, and you want to slurp it or sip it almost like hot soup. You're trying to pull that in and get a mix of air and coffee and move it around your mouth, slosh it over your tongue.
Did you all just see that? Ken sloshed nothing around in his mouth because he heard the person conducting this say, slosh it around your mouth. He'd already swallowed what was in his mouth, but yet he sloshed anyways. Like, that's the mentality of Ken. He's such a kiss ass, surprisingly, considering he prefers to have his ass kissed. But he's such a kiss ass that he would slosh air around in his mouth. I just can't get over that. Oh boy.
Trying to get all out areas of your tongue, and while you're doing that, you're still breathing through your nose because the aroma is a huge part of tasting. After a moment, switch to the new dark roast.
2021.
Right now, some of you are probably, excellent.
The likelihood that Ken was nodding because he could actually taste a noticeable difference between the two different blends from the two different years is very suspect. Given the fact that he can't tell the difference between so many other things, I'm not buying it. He's just doing that so that he doesn't look like a complete moron.
Right now, some of you may be, that's bitter. And again, if you're not used to tasting coffee black or a dark roast, yes, that coffee is inherently bitter. The thing I notice most actually is the amount of body in this cup. It is the new dark roast. Exactly. The new dark roast really It's got this mouthfeel, this velvety texture. It is a thicker cup of coffee. Thick is not a good marketing word, but it's just amazing mouthfeel. So what you might want to do, depending on how much you drank of the 2021, you may want to refresh your cup just so that it still has some temperature. Move that up. Okay, so let's start with the...
Well, Ken's looking nice and chunky there. And at least he was nice enough to wear pants while doing a Zoom call. Because that's the last thing we need to see, is Ken not wearing pants. It's bad enough when he posts photos of him in his spandex biking shorts. Oh, God. Now that's an image I didn't need.
Well, that meeting is over, and yeah, the 2021 dark roast is definitely a coffee that I'll be buying. I said it in the chat, I typed it in saying this is kind of probably my new coffee to buy on the way up to the cottage. I love to drink a coffee while I'm driving on the way up to the cottage, and this coffee is just like hitting all the right, I don't know, notes in my mouth that I really want to enjoy while I'm driving.
That's the sound of Ken kissing the asses of the people at Tim Hortons by saying that. I just love how he has to say, yeah, this is gonna be my go-to coffee for when I drive up to the cottage. But he neglected to mention that the cottage is his mommy's cottage, not his cottage. And I don't even know what to make of you saying that it hits all the right notes that you would want it to hit in your mouth. Like, this is the person that thinks Taco Bell meat is, like, gourmet. You were raving about the Taco Bell meat. Most people hate the Taco Bell meat because it's questionable, the quality. So, you don't really know what the hell you're talking about, Ken. You'll just say anything to kiss ass. Are you really that desperate to get corporate sponsorships or something? Because good luck. Most companies don't want to have anything to do with you.
I'm really glad that Tim Hortons decided to up the game on this dark roast. If you like dark roast, give it a shot. I got a whole lot here. I wish I could share it with you guys because that's a lot of coffee. Apparently, when you start making dark roasts, it takes out a little bit of the caffeine. So if you still have your caffeine, then do the regular original blend, whatever. But if you want to kick it up a notch, because this is definitely awesome coffee. And I said also in the chat, now that I fast every day, I drink coffee every morning, and I don't put sugar in it, I don't put cream in it, so I've forced myself to like black coffee.
Of course, Ken would take this opportunity to mention in the chat that he fasts because he's trying to lose weight, even though he knows that he's not losing weight these days, that he's regaining any weight that he lost. It's evident, Ken. You also admit it in the blog that you posted after this one, I do believe I was told. So it's kind of redundant of you to say something like that in the chat. Like, I don't get why you have to say to everybody you meet, yeah, I fast. I fast 22 hours a day. Or sometimes I do it for 24 to 48 hours. 'Cause, yeah, that's like the miracle cure for, like, losing weight and stuff. Like, yeah.
They also gave me some cookies Yeah, man. And this is driving me nuts. Again, haven't had anything to eat since 7 o'clock last night, and I'm trying to open it with one hand. Hang on, there we go, got it. Oh my gosh! So my dessert tonight is going to be at least one of those, maybe two. I don't know.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is why Ken Domik cannot lose weight. Because he has no willpower. Instead of just having one, or even none, he has to go and say two. Because we know that he's going to most likely have two. Why else would he say it? And, you know, with like a smirk and probably, with a chuckle and probably with a smirk on his face, knowing Ken. Because that's how he is. He can't just have one. He's got to have 2 or 3 or 5.
But, yeah. Thanks, Tim Hortons. Really appreciate it. I love being a part of these things. And, yeah, I can't wait for the next time you guys introduce another new item at your wonderful restaurant.
Well, that's insincere Ken Domik, Tim Hortons. He only said that because he's hoping that you will continue to give him free stuff from time to time when you do these things. I wouldn't include him in anything going forward. This is a YouTuber who goes out of his way to attack smaller channels because they critique him, because they react to him or criticize him in a satirical way. He doesn't like it, so he abuses the copyright system to get them shut down, to censor them. Meanwhile, he goes on and disrespects your employees. In a video where he went to Tim Hortons, the person taking the order at the drive-thru was foreign. She didn't clearly speak English as a first language. Ken made annotations via text on the screen, basically mocking the fact that he couldn't understand her. That is gross. That is negligent of him. That's disrespectful. That's bigoted. And that's like borderline being racist, essentially. If that's who you want to be a part of your brand, then Tim Hortons, you have some serious problems. And Ken, if you don't like me for saying what is truth there, that's on you. You could be a totally better person, but you think that you are better than everybody else. So you do and say whatever the hell comes into your mind, even though you shouldn't. That's the sad reality.
Flashback.
Unfortunately, these are cold. I got leftovers or something. Come on, Tim Hortons. But you just gave me cold fries. Cold wedges.
End of flashback.
Skip past Ken going to the dump to get rid of their Christmas tree. Oh god, that was such an ordeal for him. And yeah, I didn't think we needed to see that nonsense.
And that's how I got rid of our Christmas tree. I guess from now on we probably will be buying real Christmas trees and going down that road for a few years.
Oh gee, just another way Ken Domik can be so environmentally friendly, huh? Cutting down a Christmas tree to use for, what, a month out of the year and then toss it to the curb? Gee, Ken, You are so environmentally friendly.
And then probably drop back to an artificial. I don't know, let us know in the comments below what you guys do every year for Christmas. Do you buy a tree every year, or do you guys have the artificial tree, and what kind do you have, and is it really good, and is it lasting, is it falling apart? Let me know in the comments below.
Ooh, so subtle of you, Ken, to try and elicit people to comment on your videos. What, you don't do the whole waving and whatnot of your damn fingers and the clickety-clackety sound of a keyboard telling people to write their comments down for you? At any rate, let's continue on to his next vlog, which was the Taco Bell moments after.
Hope you enjoyed this vlog catch up from Thursday. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Hey vlog people. I just finished doing a Taco Bell review, and unfortunately, like, everything was good, but I ended off the meal with those curly churros.
Once again, they're not churros, Ken. They are cinnamon twists. They are made out of wheat pasta that has been deep fried and thus puffs up like that.
Did some editing and stuff, and then I got myself ready to go give blood at the Canadian Blood Services. Again, in the food video, I'm pimping out Blood Canada Blood Services. If you have the time and have all the right qualifications to give blood, consider giving blood. It's good for you to get rid of some of that old nasty 3-month-old blood.
Yep. You can totally tell Ken is all about getting people out to go give blood by referring to it as pimping it out. Everything with Ken is pimping it out on his channel. Pimping it out. Pimping it out. Ken is just a massive pimp. But then he goes on again with the whole get some of that nasty blood out of your system. Yeah, that's a real good way to sell it, Ken. Kudos to you. Like, why don't you float that over to the Canadian Blood Services and see what they think of the bullshit that you basically diarrheaed out of your face. See what they think.
And yeah, it helps people out. I think every donation helps save up to 3 lives or 5 lives. I always forget the number. It shouldn't be a too difficult number to remember, but depending on how they separate your blood and use your blood depends on how many people they use it to help save somebody's life. That's in surgery or as an accident and all that stuff. So the more people we have given blood, the more likely that if you're ever in an accident, then you'll be good to go, because they'll have so much blood in reserve.
Blood donations do not last forever, Ken. There is an expiration date on them because it's biological matter. They don't freeze it, it's refrigerated, so it will continue to deteriorate until it gets used. But again, I wouldn't want to be one of the unlucky souls that gets Ken Domik's blood, given the fact that you eat so terribly, plus your drinking habits. Ken's having a little orgasm in his pants, because that's what I said that is him doing a couple videos back. Jizzing in his pants. If you watched my main channel video of him eating at Taco Bell, He didn't do that once in the video. But here he is on the vlog. He has to cheese it up for the vlog to try and make it feel so dramatic. Come on, Ken. You've got to be better than that. Even I think that.
I went with a Baja drink this time, but again, my whenever I see it, it just looks like it's like a Gatorade kind of drink, like a juice and not carbonated. And then you take the sip, tastes good, but I prefer it not to be carbonated, I think.
Ken, read your freaking cup. It says MTN and then DEW below it. What is that the logo for? Could it be Mountain Dew? And what is Mountain Dew? It is a carbonated soda pop. So it is pop. It is a Mountain Dew product. That's why it's called Mountain Dew Baja Blast. So it's not going to not be carbonated, numbnuts.
Do the Baja, please change it. Somebody change it. So right now my left arm doesn't want to bend, and because I've got after you give blood and they take the needle out, they wrap it with a tensor bandage, a disposable tensor bandage, and this helps keep the bruising down, keeps the pressure on, stops you from bleeding to death.
Seriously, Ken, shut the fuck up with that nonsense. It is comments like that that make it so that people that are iffy when it comes to needles, but they want to donate blood, are going to be scared off by it. You think it's fucking funny. I don't. And I know many others would agree with me on that. There, I'm taking a page out of your damn book, making the assumption that everyone else should agree with my feelings about something.
So yeah, let me know in the comments below how many of you guys out there give blood. I know some of you can't because of health issues. You don't have to get into that if you don't want to. I'm not prying. Don't put out any private information in my comments. Just you say, I'd love to give blood, but I just can't. Health reasons. Okay, got it. But people that are on the fence, not knowing if they should or whatever, do it.
See? You just said exactly what I said moments before. People on the fence that might see your oblivious, ignoramus comments like bleed to death might see that and be scared off thanks to you. The fact that you gotta constantly chirp on and on and on in multiple videos that you donated blood, that doesn't show that you do it out of the kindness of your own fucking heart. All it does is shows that you're egotistical and narcissistic, and that you need to make damn well sure that everybody knows that you went and did something like that. You've mentioned it like a dozen times between the two videos. Enough is enough.
Help save lives. You'll feel good. You'll feel good about yourself. You'll feel good about helping people. It's just a win-win-win situation. That's what it is. And it makes me extremely happy that I do it. Again, all 3 wins. All right, so I was going to just do the burrito and the fries, and then I was also going to grab a Crunch Wrap Supreme because that's my favorite thing on the Taco Bell menu. And but when she talked me into having the box, I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds good. And I won't do the box again because I had the hard shell tacos and the churros are yuck.
Once again, not churros. They are cinnamon twists. They are a completely different product altogether. Taco Bell does not do churros, Ken. And why does it not surprise me that you would do the fries, the fry burrito, and then also add on a Crunch Wrap Supreme on top of it? Gee, Ken, do you not think that that amount of food and that amount of calories would have some sort of negative effect on your weight loss goals that you seem to have touted and have completely abandoned? Yeah, I kind of think it would.
All right, so we got to go home. I have to edit and try to upload this for tonight for the food channel, and then I think Paul and I are going for a walk at a different park this time, and not the 99 steps ravine kind of thing, because I pretty much need exercise as much as possible, especially after eating like that. The last couple weeks I haven't been at my 100% because I've been trying to be as good as I can at home, eating as healthy as I can at home, but then I go out and do, a 24-hour or a stealth camp or whatever, and it's a lot of food, and it takes like weeks for me to shed that weight off, and it's a hard job, and I'm so wanting to be under 200 pounds. It's difficult doing this job.
No, Ken, it's not difficult doing this job. You could easily make better choices when you go out to film your videos. You don't need to do snacks. You don't need to do fries. They have plenty of other options. Many of the fast food places allow you to substitute the fries for a salad or some other healthier option. You could easily do that, but you choose willingly not to. You don't need to get the pop or the juice or the chocolate milk with the food items, but you do. That's just empty calories because you're drinking it and it's not filling you up. You could easily shed a considerable number of calories from your videos by making little changes like that. But nope, that's too hard for Ken Domik to do because he feels that he should be able to go out, do, and eat whatever he wants. And you haven't lost any weight. You have not shed any of that weight, period. So stop saying that it takes you a few weeks to shed the weight after doing a stealth camp. Because you're not losing it. You're putting weight back on. Are you that much of a moron?
And a part of me is thinking maybe for the month of February or something, just do like keto recipes or try to find restaurants that have keto menu items and do that twice a week.
Well, you're already going to fail that one, Ken, because guess what? Keto is not something that you can do twice a week. Keto, the whole point of it is to get your body into ketosis, which means that it's burning fat. But guess what? If you break ketosis by consuming sugar, then you're benefiting not an ounce from a ketogenic diet. So unless you're willing to be keto 24/7, for the entire month, you're not going to see any weight loss from it. Period. I can tell you that right now. But sure, go ahead for it. As I said, this is just proving that you watch a video or two on something and you think that you're a guru when you don't even understand the concept of it.
It's now Monday morning. Right now I'm working on what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this week. doing vlogs, shooting food videos, trying to figure all that stuff out. So that's what I do first thing Monday morning after I shower and shave. During the weekend, Carol and I just kind of sat back, relaxed, didn't do a whole lot, played some Minecraft.
Wow. That would certainly explain why you were on your KBD Games TV channel and conveniently happened to come into a video premiere that I was doing over the weekend and started running your mouth about how I'm not monetized. Unfortunately, you were timed out by one of my mods who made a judgment call, because it would have been interesting to see how you would have kept going if you were given the opportunity. Everyone keeps wondering if you're going to come back, but I don't think you have the balls to do so. But yeah, it's just funny how you are so concerned with the fact that my channel is not monetized. See, the thing is, it's not monetized yet. But I'm getting closer and closer with each passing day to the 1,000 subscribers required to apply for it. So I figure, 2-3 more months, and I should be monetized. Then what are you gonna do, Ken? Skipping Ken yapping on and on and on about Star Wars and how he's marathoning it, even though he's technically not marathoning it, and how he's choosing to watch it in such and such order. Don't need to see that.
Again, one of my favorites is Rogue One. I really enjoyed that movie. It is kind of more of an adult movie as opposed to a lot of kid type stuff. But again, the original, A New Hope, all three of those episode 4, 5, and 6 are my 3 favorite episodes. But Rogue One just had that extra grown up action kind of movie to it. Anyway, let me know if you agree or not in the comments below. That'd be great.
Well, this was 2 rather boring blogs. One where Ken focused on him getting to try out a coffee product that was already available nationally the day before he got to try it. So it's not as if he was trying it before anybody else. It's not as if his opinions in it mattered. So I don't know why you feel special, Ken, but sure, okay, feel special all you want. Because Kenny is a special little boy, aren't you, Kenny? You're so special. But then he followed that up by going and showing how he took his old Christmas tree to the dump, which I just fast forwarded through because that was like 6 minutes of pointless footage or whatever. And then the next blog was him yakking on about how Baja Blast he thought was like Gatorade, even though it says that it's Mountain Dew Baja Blast. So Ken's never going to understand that, and how he keeps calling the Cinnamon Twists churros, even though they are not even remotely close to churros. The only thing that they have in common, essentially, is that they're covered in cinnamon sugar. And then he went on and on and on again about the stupid blood giving that he did. And then talking about how he has it so hard doing this job when it comes to losing weight. He just can't do it. It's impossible because Ken doesn't know how losing weight really works. He keeps looking for some miracle that essentially lets him eat whatever the hell he wants and not have to exercise if he doesn't want to. Basically, it's eat whatever he wants, sit on his ass all day long, and he'll get under 200 pounds. Doesn't work that way, Ken. Like, the fact that he brought up that he wanted to do keto for the month of February, but do it like twice a week, he's already failed, as I said. Keto is not something you can just do sporadically like that, because the whole point of the keto diet is that you get your body into ketosis, which means that it's burning the fat. If you get your body out of ketosis by consuming carbs or sugars, then you've defeated all of the point of the keto diet. Like, I don't get how Ken doesn't understand that. It's a pretty simple concept. Keto diet means literally no carbs, so no sugar. You're avoiding those things like it's the plague. So you're eating basically protein and fat for the most part. And it works for people, but it only works to a certain extent, because people that go off it and go back into eating the way they did before that put the weight back on twice as fast. That's typical of any diet. So until Ken knows how to maintain, he's never going to succeed and get under the 200 pounds. As I said, Ken won't even be transparent and get on a scale and show what he weighs and be truthful about it. Like, I don't get why that's such a hard thing to do. The whole point of trying to do weight loss and show that you're losing weight is you show where you started, and then you, every so often, show where you are for transparency purposes, so that people know that you're actually losing, or you're gaining, or you're staying the same. But Ken won't do that, because Ken thinks that we're all gullible morons to think that he's been losing weight for all these months when he hasn't. I said it months ago. He's not losing weight. He called it a plateau. I called it stagnating because of how he carries on. So Ken, until you're ready to get serious about this, it's never going to happen. I'm sorry. That's not me being mean, or a hater, as you like to call it. That's just me being real with you. I've lost a ton of weight, so I know what I'm talking about. I've done every diet under the frickin' sun, including the keto diet. I don't even know how much weight. I know it was triple digits on the keto diet. So I'm not claiming to be an expert or a guru, but I have a much better understanding of how all of this stuff works than you. I tried being nice by, offering up little tidbits, but you're never going to listen, because you just say, they're just being haters because they're critiquing me. At any rate, this has been another Ken Domik dissemination expose. But until next time, KDDE out.
All right, guys, got to get back to work, get more videos done so you guys can have something to watch. All right, bye.